See that episode of I Love
I was
Lucy
just
at
going
the
to say
Chocolate
that's
Factory?
the Chocolate Factory.
Nigga, it was
Chocolate
terrible.
Factory episode.
It was terrible.
That episode is a classic.
Let me ask y'all a question since we just touched on I Love Lucy. You can only pick one.
Nigga.
You thought just because
I
you wasn't
did,
going
I
to comment,
did.
I wasn't going to
I
get your
did,
ass?
bro. I thought I was free.
Atlanta, Blackish, Insecure, Abbott Elementary, what's the Stars joint? LeBron James,
Survivor's
Remorse,
Ooh.
or Dear White People.
You only get to keep
You
one?
only get to keep one.
I'm taking Survivor's Remorse.
Okay.
I'm taking Insecure.
I'm taking Atlanta.
See, Atlanta, it did too much weird shit. I didn't
That's
like
why
the
I take-
stagnation sometime on one episode. It was just drawn out. So sometimes, I mean, great show, but I'm like, come on, man. I needed more of it to be.
I was shocked at how many people chose Abbott. I think
Yeah, I saw
was
somebody
like,
say
I feel
Abbott
like
and
it-
not even close.
Not even, I said,
I said,
that's
all right,
crazy, bro. That's
I love
crazy.
Abbott too. Don't get me wrong, but not even close.
I think it's just because it's on
Right.
TV now.
Because that's the only one that's still running.
airing.
Yeah.
Did I mention Black? I threw
You did,
Blackish.
you did.
in
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I watch Blackish now just because.
Yeah.
I go between the Jamie Foxx show and Blackish.
I didn't know what's his name. Kenyon.
Yeah.
Burris.
Bears.
Yeah.
He quit Blackish. I thought he was with it the whole
Oh, wow.
time.
Did he?
He just was on. I think it was
That was his
Breakfast
show,
Club.
though, wasn't it?
That was his show. I think it was on. I think he was just on the Breakfast Club. He was on one of these morning shows, and he talked about Trump was the reason he left Blackish. And I was
Damn.
like, wait,
What? How the hell
When
did
you
that
leave
influence
it?
that?
You created it. So I guess he stopped being showrunner, but I didn't get a chance to watch the whole interview to see or look into it to see when he stepped down from the show. But I'm assuming it had to be around the time he did what's the Netflix joint he had? As fuck.
Black as fuck.
Black
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah. I was going to ask, did y'all watch that?
I started
Yeah.
watching
yeah,
it.
I watched
didn't
the
finish
I
it.
watched the whole thing,
I
yeah.
didn't finish it.
I liked it.
Yeah, I did too. It's
thought-
funny. The first watch, I was kind of like, but then when I watched it again, I was like, oh, okay.
That's why I
actually,
gotta go
fuck
back. It
with
was that first watch, and I was
fuck
like,
with
eh.
No, I'm
That's
talking about
fine.
the first season.
Yeah.
When I watched it entirely, because I just got through it to finish through it, and I was like, okay, that was cool. But then when I watched it again, I was like, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah. I felt like I was comparing it too much to Blackish when it first came out. And so, I kind of had that in my
The
head.
wholesome compared
Yeah,
to
you got
Well, see,
the
but-
black husband and the bi. I'm like, Blackish was your life, and now you're doing this too?
but it was like that was like Blackish unfiltered.
Yes.
Which is, that's what I'm more, I go more
That's why I'm
towards that.
surprised you weren't able to just get through.
Yeah. I mean, when did it come out? This was back
nigga.
during the time we was damn near locked down, wasn't we?
COVID.
Yeah.
I want to say it was
Yeah,
like
it
right
had to be
after
around
COVID
then,
popped off.
somewhere
I think I
around
maybe
that.
watched the episode or two and then
Yeah.
kind of just fell off.
Well, shit, there's so much other shit.
It's
too.
so much
If it
shit.
don't
Every time
catch
you
your
turn
attention,
around, it's
like,
something
next.
new.
Yeah. Got to get back to it.
It ain't like when we was growing up where you like, well,
You ain't have a
shit,
choice.
this is on, so
Right.
I'm gonna
Oh,
ride
yeah.
it out.
Nigga be watching the guy. Nigga just seeing what's on.
Hey, dog, you remember them moments too. You just watch that bitch. You fuck around. You waiting for one channel.
Hell yeah,
Yep.
you missed
You
that
wait for
shit.
one channel, you miss it. Oh boy, you
Oh,
gotta
you
wait
be
for that
mad as
motherfucker to
hell.
go all the way back around.
Be mad as hell.
Oh,
But that's the
boy.
problem with the youth today. They don't have to sit here and watch MASH because that's the only
That's the
thing
only
that's
shit on TV.
And your ass should be asleep.
Right.
As soon as you hear that theme music.
That was the
Let me
perfect
take my
way to
ass-
put your
let me
ass to
take my
bed
ass to
too.
bed.
Straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Put all the good shit on and then what time y'all want y'all kids in bed? All right, bet. Mash, come
Mash.
on
Right.
that night.
As soon as you see that helicopter, I'm out.
It's over with.
I'm out.
And that music. That
Good.
music was like a lullaby. It just you hear it and just
That shit was like Freddy Krueger, nigga. Turn this off. I don't want no parts.
Right.
Straight up.
and infomercials,
Man.
all that shit.
Man,
Them
them
shits used to
motherfuckers,
scare the
These kids
hell out
don't
of me.
know.
they had to mix them on max volume.
Oh,
Because you watch
yes.
TV regular and
Can
go,
barely
you
hear
fall
the
asleep, can
dialogue.
barely hear the shit. Just enough background
Nigga.
noise for you to fall asleep.
I was just having this conversation the other day. I'm grown and I'm asleep. And this one comes on like early in the morning and this lady singing at the top of her lungs gospel music. And I wake up like, God damn. Like, I know the nigga can hear you. Like, just quiet it down some. Oh my God. It scared the shit
She
out of
was
me.
trying
on my
to
sleep.
save
Put a
your
pin in
soul,
that. That's
nigga.
where she was coming.
She was.
That was God.
God said, "Man, I'm done with this nigga." She said, "Hold on, let me try one more
Hey,
time."
well, jump scares ain't the way. Rewrite it.
But all that
Dog.
shit, I'm sounding like the old nigga, but I miss the simpler, like
Man,
slower times.
we are the
No,
older
no,
niggas,
it ain't even
man.
about being old. It was a greater appreciation for everything.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're watching the guy for one channel, you waiting to see what time one show, one whatever come on. If you miss it, you have to wait. So it wasn't none of that being in your phone. Fuck, like we didn't have them back then, but doing that now, because you could just stop, rewind, start over, go to the next streaming service. You ain't had that. I need to know what time this is on so I can be done cleaning this damn house. Make sure I took the chicken out like mama said. Got all this shit going on so I can sit my ass down and watch what I want to watch.
Uninterrupted.
If you
Uninterrupted.
miss that shit, you might not get a rerun for a long
Bruh.
time.
Bro.
And then everybody
Now,
at
that's
school
what I do
talking
like
about it.
now is
Yeah.
YouTube.
Dog, did you remember going? Everybody supposed to watch this episode and you done fucked around and missed it. And everybody at school talking about it the next day and you just got to sit there.
Bro, I used to be so hot when we have to go over my grandparents' house after school. Now, granted, my granny was sick then, but I was like,
This is not the one around the corner,
yes,
is it?
the one
it is.
around
Okay,
the corner.
okay.
We would go over there and be over there all night. They ain't got cable, and I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to.
Nigga ain't get to see a Nan Power Ranger whip Nan ass.
Nan Power Ranger, Nan WWE
Nothing.
match of the
It was
year.
WWF back then.
Well, yeah,
See?
WWE match of the year. Missed all of that.
It was the same way until Grams got satellite. Grandma got everything now. We can go to grandma's house when the fuck ever, mama. Like, straight up.
But like you ain't missing shit.
You ain't busy
But
shit.
at the end, I want to go home. 'Cause
Yeah, don't leave me the fuck over
This
here now.
motherfucker's hunted. I need to
She'll
go
pack
home.
this shit up quick.
Down south.
No.
Wait.
Our grandma that used to live on
Burleigh?
Garfield. Not
Oh,
the
that-
Burleigh. I'm
both of
talking
them.
about
Shit.
Garfield.
Nigga, Burleigh, we used to have to walk through the cemetery, at
cemetery.
night to get to that motherfucker.
Was it like by like 11th and Burleigh, 12th and Burleigh?
It was like 20th.
I want to say
or
like 20th.
somewhere.
oh, y'all were going the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know what
Nigga.
cemetery y'all talking about because that's the cemetery around the corner from
See, and the reason that one's because Auntie, that's where she started telling them that
Yeah.
horror story in
It'd
there
be
with all the
Halloween
little
and shit, and they had grapes, and it was supposed to be like
And-
motherfucking eyeballs, and
ground beef for
Is
his
they
brain.
brains and
And
shit?
it's the room dark. It's one candle
And
in
you
this
just
bitch. It's a
passing the
room
shit
full of kids,
around.
and you passing it around.
you think she old sweet old lady. She told us that shit fucked us up.
And then all the adults will leave us with grandma, and she ain't fucking with nobody. She upstairs, leave her the fuck alone. We like, nigga, we scared. The fuck you mean leave you alone? But that house on Garfield,
Yeah. It was on a little hill.
it was slanted. And the one time, and
It wasn't too far from where you stayed on High Mount. It wasn't too far from over there.
nigga,
Oh, okay.
the one that fucked me up one evening, we all over. She had a water bed, mind you. You know, we all in bed with grandma. We sleeping, or we're supposed to be sleep. And I happened to peek over, and the closet is cracked. Nigga, that closet door swung open, and I swear it was a person on the back of the door just swung around, just staring at me. I just balled up as much as I could under the cover, in the bed and all this shit. Wake up the next morning, why my grandma got a wig on top of a fur coat in the closet? Nigga, I'm talking
That's
about
what it
scared.
was?
That's what it
Bro.
was. Scared the shit out of me.
That's why you don't fuck with horror
That's why I don't
films.
fuck with none of that. She had a
Childhood
witch in
trauma.
she had a witch in a tree. When we was coming one day, we pulling up
For Halloween
for
decoration?
Halloween director. I don't even know how the fuck she got that up there. Come to think of it,
Hell no.
how the fuck did grandma?
I'm surprised she did.
How the fuck did she get that
Decorations.
up there?
Yeah, the house was decorated enough with all the spirits in that motherfucker.
Man, listen, I did not like
So-
none of that shit.
So would y'all like hear stuff?
Nigga, hear and see.
I wouldn't. I was the fastest go to
So
sleeper ever.
that's where you got your knack for the beyond.
The further.
The further,
Yeah.
all of
I
that.
don't know. Shit just always been happening with that. So I
Now
can't tell
you don't care. A ghost
Nah.
could walk in here right now and you wouldn't bat an eye. We would be out of here.
I got this,
Out of
guys.
there. See, remember
Because when he was sending me shit from his house,
Yeah. He said, I said, bro, put it on the market.
I'm like, there is no way.
Bro, this nigga, he was like, bro, you can stay in one of the rooms in my house. He said you got to get out that bitch.
there
sell
is
it.
no way.
I
I'm
said,
just
dog,
sitting
this
there
is
like,
my house now.
sending
Yeah, when he
pictures
said
to
that.
friends like, hey,
Hey,
look,
you see what I see?
Ethel tripping today.
Yeah, nigga, all right.
Ethel
Nah.
can have this
Ethel
motherfucker.
can have it. I'm not playing with that. I'm not playing
my
with
house.
that.
Y'all
Yeah.
got to get the fuck on.
This
Hey,
nigga
but who
cold.
won?
Oh,
You too
Ghostbuster
bad
ass
for me.
nigga.
Who won?
Hey, don't flex too hard, nigga. It can come
Hey,
back.
nah, I know what
No.
I did. I know
I
what I
don't
did
know.
last summer,
You
nigga.
fighting ghosts without Jesus. I don't know.
Man, right. I'm
No
Sticky situation.
No comment.
No, he said
No
no,
comment.
comment. Yeah, keep it no comment. No comment.
comment.
Please.
No, go
comment.
and say what you got. Go. No, come on, Cletus.
Yeah, fuck
Come
it.
on,
Go on.
Cletus.
Go ahead.
I just happened to remember 3 days later, he was nigga moving around and hey, it's gold, nigga. But we ain't got to get into that.
Probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't.
No comment.
All right. Welcome to the Lock Picture Podcast, where we discuss all things film and a little TV too. I'm your host, Marcus, and you know I got my A1s, Triz, and Lloyd in the building. And before we jump into any shenanigans, hit that subscribe button and join the Lock Picture Podcast family. All right. 3 strong black female leads, 3 intriguing filmmakers, 3 very different films. The Drama, an intimate relationship story with major star power. They Will Kill You, a horror thriller with psychological tension. And I Love Boosters, an offbeat crime comedy with indie sensibilities. Let's go. All right, gentlemen. First up, we have The Drama, written and directed by Christopher Borgli. Christopher Borgli, that's a name.
That's a name.
Starring Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Alana Haim, Mamando Athie, and Haley Benton Gates. First of all, my apologies if I'm fucking up anybody's
Because,
names.
bruh.
Because I just went for it.
He the only one that will go
The
for it. 'Cause
only
I
one.
ain't fucking with it.
I just went for it.
Like, what's that name I can't say?
Bruh.
She would tell.
E.G. a fool. I've been practicing.
There you
nigga.
go. The Drama received positive reviews and has grossed $132.5 million worldwide against a $28 million budget. The film follows a happily engaged couple whose relationship is tested by an unexpected revelation a week before their wedding. Gentlemen, let's talk The Drama.
Go ahead.
So, I believe, Lloyd, you had saw this in theaters
Saw it in theaters,
a
definitely.
while back. I remember you coming in here. We missed it. You were like,
I need
See
y'all to
it?
go
I
see
said I
it.
need y'all to
I
go
need
see
y'all
it.
to
'cause
go
I wanted
see
to,
it.
yeah,
We
so
can
we
talk
could, you know what
about
I'm
it.
saying?
I had a coworker who came up to me like 3 weeks ago or whenever it first started streaming and was just like, we need to talk about The Drama. And I was like, I'm sorry, I haven't seen it. And she was like, aren't y'all covering it on your pod? I was like, yeah, we were supposed to, but a nigga didn't see it. So,
You weren't alone though. I didn't see it till
Dog.
recently.
and she was like, well, when you see it, let me know because I want to talk to you about it.
I understand it now.
What?
The
Fuck.
When the reveal?
Yep.
I wasn't
No.
expecting it,
No.
but it was also like, yeah, what if? It started a whole dialogue in my house because she was like, so what if I just told you that today? I was like, well, we got to sit down and talk about that. Why didn't you do it?
But yeah,
Because
that's
her reason, no, that didn't sit well with me. That didn't sit well with
Because
me.
it happened
Because wasn't it because someone else beat her to it?
I mean, Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, it was like at a mall or something. Or,
Yeah, it was a shooting at a mall or something that took place. So
beat her to the
to
punch.
the spotlight.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think it really fucking matters.
Me either.
What triggered it?
And
What
see-
made you think that was where you needed to take shit?
See, my mind is different, and
of course,
Lloyd,
the fuck it is.
but Lloyd would tell you because like I watch all types of crazy shit, and he'd be like, "Dog, why the fuck are you? Why are you watching this?" And he'd be like, "I want to know what like went off in people's minds to make them do what they did, or think how they thought." So it would have opened up a lot of conversation. It's like, okay, you didn't do it, but it's like now I need to hear the whole story and what was
Nah.
the turning point.
I don't think you do that. Like if somebody got past that, let them be. Don't egg them on. Don't keep poking at them like, well, you're just a criminal for thinking of it. Leave them the fuck alone. Because what if she go back to it?
You
But
can
see-
do that with a friend.
No,
but
the fuck
look,
you
Not
can't.
with a relationship.
But
You don't do that with nobody.
But I'm saying,
you have to
you can
understand.
step back from a friend and leave them be and have
Oh,
like
no,
only
no.
good
I mean-
times and not provoke them. But in a no, I'm like what?
Yeah,
I'm not
We
gonna
need to
press
have a
but you
conversation.
don't push it like he was.
Yeah, no, you don't
know
do
what I'm
that.
saying?
You just listen and try and get some type of understanding. And that's in my mind.
Everybody
you
rushed to
listen.
judgment.
You listen and you slowly
Judge
pack
yo shit.
a bag. Just
No,
a,
I mean,
a
yeah,
overnight bag.
for sure,
Just
but-
in case. Keep it in your car. Look, buy a little key hook. Have your keys hooked to you at all times. This is the shit I do at work, just in case some shit pop off at work.
That is one thing I never. My keys are
hooked
always
my
on
keys
me.
always in my pocket.
Always.
So I'm like, I'm out.
Fuck the Nikes. I'm going to these steel toes.
They-
I'm out.
I'm not going to that meeting spot either.
No,
I'm going the fuck home.
They know the meeting spot.
See,
I'm gone. I'm home.
I'm home.
yeah, no, I feel like it could have opened up a conversation. Like he took it the completely wrong fucking way.
See, but he took it the wrong way because I think of the peer pressure, right? From the other couple. They were, especially the woman, she was taken aback like a motherfucker.
Yeah, she was wild.
But
It's
I mean,
crazy.
she was wild, but I get it.
But see, you know what's crazy?
Go.
Everything that everybody else did, they actually did it. She just had the thought. And she
yeah.
got fucking crucified for it.
Right. Yeah, but so my whole thing was she had the thought for whatever reasons she had that thought and she didn't carry it out.
Mm-hmm.
Did she exhibit any behavior in y'all entire time being
Exactly.
friends or within that relationship where you felt like this motherfucker's crazy or she could hurt somebody or she could do something? She just told you a secret that she probably had buried down in her soul because y'all wanted to play this dumbass game.
That's why you don't play fucking games.
That's why you don't play games. You play stupid games.
Win stupid prizes.
So she had that shit buried in her soul for
like
eons. And for whatever reason, shit, I'd have lied. I'd have made up some shit before I'd
wouldn't- I
have ever
wouldn't
said
have
some shit
never
like
told
that.
nobody.
But you know what's crazy though? Because going back to what everybody said, him using his girlfriend at the time as a human shield, coward ass move.
Thank you. To me, that's worse than her fucking
That's
fault.
what I'm saying. Shorty locking
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
that's mentally challenged
yeah.
in a fuck dude could have stroked out and passed in there, and then you didn't even tell
Didn't
people.
tell nobody.
No,
fucking
she
terrible.
wasn't. She wasn't shit.
And then
That
her
was
fiance,
horrible.
you're bullying somebody to the point that their whole family just uproots and fucking leaves. She's
all
the
of them were
thought
horrible people.
But she's the only one who didn't affect anyone else.
at all.
Yeah.
She just fucked herself
She
up.
just dealt with that internally. Everybody else actually affected somebody in a negative way. She's the only one who didn't, and they gave her so much
and it's
shit.
like everything that they did, she experienced a bit of that in being bullied in a sense. And that was the thought that came on the back end of that. Cause the guy that got locked in that joint out in the woods, he could have came back, killed her and her family. You know what I'm saying? The,
And he
the
shoulda.
chick that got bit up by the dogs could have came back and killed him. And the guy that he bullied could have took them out. But their shit would have been justified. They didn't care why she had this thought, any of that.
because it's so.
true.
I'm
it's-
not mad
it's
at her.
such
She had a thought, which just sounds crazy.
I wasn't mad at her.
How you
I
gonna
was
be mad at
just like-
somebody? The motherfucker had a thought.
Yeah, it was
like,
just a
oh,
thought. So like I
okay.
didn't.
Most of
But
us have
that's
said
probably
some
why-
dumb shit out of anger. I'll blow this bitch up. I'll do X, Y, and Z. You ain't finna harm a fly.
Yeah.
Hers was just a little step further. She started writing down names and shit. And
Had the weapon.
it had the weapon, you know what I'm saying?
But then she had a whole course of change where it's like now she started advocating for gun
Yeah.
violence and things like that. And, she had a whole, but they didn't care about none of that.
Yeah.
even though they actually carried out
And
what
maybe
they did.
that might have been one of the undertones of the movie because she had the thought, but didn't carry out. They carried out, but because hers is more, I guess,
upon
morally,
or whatever.
yeah, that she was just treated so harshly compared. Y'all actually did some wild shit.
They judged her.
Man, when I came out of that,
they
I
probably
said,
judged her that hard because they were like, "Damn, we would be one of the targets
Type
for
shit.
the shit that we've done."
yeah,
shit.
that might be a
Because
reason they felt like
everybody
that.
got excuses for being the kids. Oh, you were young. She was a kid too.
Yeah.
And
Bro.
clearly it's like, okay, her dad was in the military, so he was probably off active duty, wasn't around. He came home, couldn't find his rifle. Never made mention, I don't think, of her mom. So it's like she's going through all of this shit alone.
Mom probably left because her mom would clearly be white. Left that nigga to raise his mulatto baby.
So she went through all of this alone and was getting bullied. She was
Well,
at her
when they
wit's
started
end.
doing the flashbacks, I was like, "Oh, I see why you wanted to shoot
some
some of
shit
these
up.
people
You know what I'm
up."
saying?
Yeah.
And just for the thought, and then it's like the guy's wife, she had the whole, oh, my cousin, and all. Like, you can't put
Yeah,
that
like
on
you
her.
can't do
Yeah.
that.
You
I
can't
hate
put
when
that
you
on her.
do that.
Because at the
Cousin.
wedding, she'd have got her ass whooped.
Cause
She
yeah, 'cause
wouldn't have been at the fucking
that
wedding.
didn't
That
make
part-
no sense
that
to
part.
me. And the first time
We
she
got you so upset with me. You don't need to be at my wedding.
You don't need
I
to
don't
be
care
here.
if it's last minute. Well, damn it, shit changes all the time.
all the time.
We ain't got no wedding party. We just gonna go up there. I'm gonna walk down the aisle with daddy,
And
and
that's
that's
that.
gonna be that.
Mm-hmm.
That's that.
And then
I
we
thought that
gonna
was
go-
wild that she was definitely still invited.
Oh,
and that not even
yeah.
that she was still invited. You feel such a way about her. Why would you go?
Why would you go?
Why would you go?
Why would
Right.
you
You
give
feel
a
like
speech?
she is one of the worst people, and then gave a fucked up speech at that.
That's what I'm saying. She should have got her
And ain't
ass whooped
nobody
right there on the spot.
But nobody got up to do nothing. So again, that's to and I know we be trying to stay with the characters' names, but Robert Pattinson, nigga, you ain't gonna defend your woman. Like you still chose to stand
Oh,
with
he
her.
got up there and make it no better.
He didn't.
He
Oh,
got
it
up
was
there and
terrible.
tore it down.
I will say though, phenomenal performance.
I thought
Oh,
so.
yeah.
You gave a phenomenal.
1000%.
Oh, you could just see the wheels.
Everybody
turning
did.
I mean, everybody did, but I was just like,
everybody
oh
did.
shit! Like his whole little spiral. I was like, man,
From
you
like
are
first hearing it to
Yes.
it is funny because like
to the end.
him lying about reading the book and all of that to get her and then everything, but it's like everything that everybody did in their past, like that just took the card and they couldn't get they couldn't get over the thought of that. But it's like, and me and Lloyd talk about it all the time. You never know who you walking past, who you talking to.
That's why I don't play none of that shit. I ain't got nothing to say to nobody.
I've never been like that. I've never like you just yeah.
On the
no.
way here, I was about to hit the horn. I
Man.
said, nope.
Dog, you saw his whole body charge up. Nigga said,
you got to.
Because you don't know.
You don't know.
You
And
don't
it's
know
like,
what
you
that
know
person
what?
dealing with.
Just because you having a fucked up day or you seemingly having a fucked up day, I'm not taking that energy.
you gonna be
I'm-
their 13th reason.
Yep.
Don't do
Forgot
it.
about
Yep.
that show.
Don't do it to yourself.
You don't know how them posts be on Facebook, like one like and I'm gonna do, and they like their own post. It's like, yep, there
Yep.
it is.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
He done did it.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
don't know.
I honestly watching it, I felt bad for
You hell yeah,
Her
you had
character.
to feel
I
bad
felt
for
bad
it, dog.
for it too. I did.
Cause it's like you think you trust him with a group of one. Like I said, from the time y'all met this individual, did she exhibit any behavior that made you say, "Man, this motherfucker might be dangerous or crazy or whatever"?
And clearly not, because they were all they all thought she was fucking around.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
was joking.
So
right.
you never had these thoughts of her, and then she shared something that literally broke her or took her to a point where she was going to commit a crazy act of violence against humanity, but she chose not to. And then, like Triz said, she joined the side of advocacy and was speaking out for against that. And y'all still chose to just like beat her down. Bro, she told you she thought about shooting some shit up before.
They thought they was trying to make it happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, if my whole
Provoking
life is crumbling, like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Leave
Yeah,
people
that
the
was-
fuck be. I thought, man,
I was saying though, if I was on the receiving end of that, I would want to have a conversation.
you're
about it.
if like your
I
partner or
was
something
Robert
told you,
Pattinson,
yeah,
I'm wanting to have a conversation like, where was your mind at that time?
Right.
What was your emotional state?
Right.
How did you work past that? Like,
Right.
what did you do to get past
100%.
that?
Because even in the space where she told everybody, he should have defended her when they start jumping.
That was
you know
him
what I'm saying,
using
jumping
his
on her
girl
back.
as the shield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
he kept himself clean. He kept himself out of it,
It's like you have to defend her there, and then y'all talk about it later.
And especially because those were your friends
Mhm.
initially, too.
Right.
It's like, hold on now. All right. You can have your concerns and whatever. Write them down, mail them. Mail any.
But this-
any-
it's not
any
about to happen
complaints.
right
Because
here.
you're
But
not
we're not
finna
about
do
to do
this.
that right now.
You're not
while
finna do
Because they
this.
were doing the wine
Doing the wine
tasting?
tasting.
Because
Yeah.
what did you say? It's hard for you to like hear people talk crazy to you when you know.
When I know, I clear this room. What the fuck are we talking about?
Like, y'all not finna
Watch
talk to
your
her like
tone.
this. Like, fuck is wrong with y'all?
Your tone. Straight up. Straight up.
And he didn't do that, but then like you said, he started spiraling, and he became obsessed with it. And
Because he didn't want to be pinned as somebody that supports that. Like, bro, no, I'm defending her because she's a human and
And
she
she
spoke.
didn't do
She
it.
didn't do something, but
She was honest.
But I'm not saying I support school shooters.
Yeah.
If I say, yo, ease up on her. Oh, so you're in support of. Here we fucking go.
That's why I love that reveal, because it made me think about, because we grew up hearing about school shootings. We still see them today, and it's a major topic. But it was like, what about the people
that didn't do it.
that didn't go through with it? It's like, are we prepared to have that conversation of, yeah, I had my victims, I had my weapon, I had the day, all of this stuff. Like, are we as a society prepared to have that conversation? And
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I think we
I was
need
like,
to be.
according to the film, we're not.
Because what would you tell somebody if somebody came up to you right now and said they was thinking about going to their school tomorrow and getting down? What do you tell them?
I think you just listen to him. Like not like not supporting the Western Club, but like listen to him, like talk it out, like what's going on.
And then where does that get you?
Shit, we gotta see where that conversation goes. But you keep
Implicated.
but you keep them away
that gets you implicated. Because they finna go in there tomorrow
No,
and
you
shoot
gotta
some
keep
shit
them
up.
away from that
No,
motherfucker.
so what do you
But
say to them? That's the thing. I hear you saying you want to listen and hear them out and let them get their shit out. But what do you tell them? Because the idea is to stop other people, is to deter the idea in general. What resources do you tell? Where do you tell somebody to go? That say, man, I want to shoot up my school. Where do you tell them to go? Who's equipped with?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's because we don't talk about it. We just judge and say you're a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I know there's psychologists and psychiatrists and
yeah,
therapists and all
that
this
would be the
that
only-
have the
That would be the only thing. It's
skill
like, well,
set.
you need to talk to a professional.
right? But it's like it's 8 p.m. Where you gonna get them to a professional?
Yeah.
School gonna open before they go back to their office.
Yeah.
So, and granted, yes, I know there's 24-hour services and shit, but you get what the fuck we saying. Like, what do you tell a motherfucker? And if you always just quick to shut some shit down and don't want to have that conversation like you said, all you doing is leaving the door open.
Yeah, you pumping them up like, yep, it's about to go down.
You leaving
Yep.
the door open.
To go back to the last film we discussed, Strong.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing with that film was, it was
The
a
pace.
thriller, but the pacing, I just never felt on edge. I think this film does that perfectly because I
Because
didn't
it's
know
a f-
what the fuck was gonna happen, but I felt anxious the entire
Because
time.
immediately you get hit with a Mack truck of what the fuck.
Yeah, but
It
but
would cut
also,
right in the middle
but
of shit.
Also, it would just like it wouldn't go on, like scenes wouldn't go on very long except for the reveal. That was like one of the longest scenes that we stayed in because it was like, okay, clearly the filmmaker wants us to live in this
Yeah,
moment
because
live in
it's
this
uncomfortable.
Yeah, but then as we're going through the movie, we're getting bits and pieces, and then we jump cut to back when she was in school, and you're like, oh, what? Okay, what am I getting now? And so it was just like I didn't have time to to say, okay, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, blah 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 blah.
But to me, and I think that's the difference between the drama and the suspense. I think the suspense is a little bit slower, lingering, build up that suspense, and then you get something. Whereas the drama is what, and you keeping up with the different emotions and where you at and what happened. Then it flashes back, and then we back here, and then they assholes again, and then this is going on. So to me, I think that was the difference. I thought both movies were done and paced well.
I think this was a good, like, for me at least, this show how the editing could affect how you experience the movie. Because if I don't think if we got that non-linear cut where we're, just watching her and they tell us about what happened, or we see her as a kid, and obviously that undercuts the reveal. But I think that back and forth and that jumping around and those like cuts seemingly mid scene, mid sentence, that just kept me like, what
It's like,
what's happening?
It's like as you're trying to process things, it just moves to the next thing. And it's like you don't even have a moment to take in what's going on.
Yeah,
and I think it was done in a dope way to do that, especially with that topic. Like Lloyd was saying, like we don't have spaces to talk about shit like that. So now, we heard about it, and now as things are going on, and you trying to process what's going on now, it jumps to the next thing, and it's like, well, what the fuck? And that's how everybody was moving after they heard that she had planned that.
Yeah. Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. That was a pairing, or I should say, that is a pairing that I never thought of.
Yep. Never thought it would have worked hearing those two names.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't look like they work together.
Yeah.
But goddamn,
they had great chemistry.
Man, I really like Zendaya's choices, and Robert Pattinson's too. But I'm speaking specifically Zendaya right now. I really like her choices in projects that she takes, because this experience with the drama that I had, because I really enjoyed the movie. I really enjoyed the movie.
She don't take shit that's easy.
I put that movie on and phone went down for 2 hours. Like there was not even glued, like no distractions. So, but it reminded me of Challengers in that sense, because Challengers was a movie that I'm like, it had a little buzz, but previews are like, oh, okay, it's something different, but it wasn't like calling me. And then I sat down and watched it, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. Like, more people should be talking about this movie. I'm not understanding why this wasn't a bigger hit, So I really fuck with her.
It's funny. I was thinking about it, and it's like she's one of those actors that like was a child actor, but it's like the stuff that they're doing now, one is completely just fucking different, but then two, they're able to take it there. Like she, like the stuff that I've seen her in, it's not, I won't even say like I've seen everything that she's been in, but the stuff that I've seen, it's like, damn, she really got it.
She get down.
And
she's
not afraid. I mean, Marie and Malcolm.
Yeah,
Malcolm
and Marie. Like she can take it there.
Balls to do a black and white film
in one location.
Two people,
one other actor
arguing for 2 hours. Yeah, in one location.
Yeah, she can definitely take it there.
So yeah, no, I'm like, this is the pair
Becoming
that
more
I didn't
of a
know,
fan of her for real,
100%.
that I didn't know I needed. And Robert Pattinson, he's known for the Twilight movies, but he's clearly like, that is not
right.
A reflection of me as an artist, because everything he's done, I mean, the closest he's gone back to like the Twilight thing is he played Batman in the Batman reboot. But even when you watch that, and dare I say, I think if they keep at this level, because Batman Part 2 is coming out, if they keep at this level, it will top Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy. Because this first Batman, I would rather watch that than any of the Christopher Nolan ones. And that's including Dark Knight. The only thing that Dark Knight has is the Joker performance. But as far as a movie goes, I'm choosing, give me Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman all day. That movie is top notch.
It's funny because I've not seen it. I got to go back and watch it.
I think... I don't know about Lloyd because I don't know.
I'm gonna check it out. God damn.
I don't know this nigga.
See, this would make niggas think of. Never mind.
Nigga, you ain't gonna shoot me. But I know y'all don't fuck with superhero movies, but I think the approach.
That's not true. Blank Man, Hancock, Meteor Man.
I know y'all don't fuck with white superhero movies.
There you go. We fuck with people that like nigga.
But
Meteor Man had fear. Like, what superhero has fear?
And that's why I think y'all might appreciate. Now, granted, it is long.
Oh shit.
But see, Batman ain't a superhero. He's just a rich nigga that beat up on poor people.
And okay,
that's a fact though.
Like,
that nigga don't got no superpowers, bro.
He just got a belt with gadgets and be whooping ass.
And that's
this nigga got a police belt.
That's why
he out there fucking people up.
He the final boss of the police.
Straight up.
That's why I like Batman is probably one of my favorites outside of X-Men because I fuck with X-Men. But Batman is probably my favorite because it's more of like a crime drama.
Mm-hmm.
We not doing ridiculous. I mean, he does have gadgets that, you know, you have to suspend some disbelief, but for the most part, it's pretty grounded. And their approach with Catwoman feels very grounded too. So I think you would like Batman.
I'm gonna peep it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I'm gonna peep it.
I think you would like Batman. It's like mob street, like cleanup type thing is what he's essentially doing.
It's a bored rich nigga.
Yeah. And he plays the character very well. So that's the closest thing to like the Twilight franchise he's gotten to. But you know, he's doing movies with the Safdie brothers who did Uncut Gems. I think he did the movie they did right before Uncut Gems with I think it's called Good Times. And it's been on my list. I haven't checked it out. I've seen scenes, but he's like, no, I'm not a movie star. I'm an actor. It's like, well, nigga, yeah, you think that, but you are still a movie. You are still a movie star. And I think that's what him and Zendaya have in common. Like, they are movie stars, but they approach it as actors, not as movie stars. They approach the work as real artists, not as personalities.
It's true to the art, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I think these two, even though seemingly on paper it doesn't sound like they work together, and then you watch it and it's like, oh yeah, that's because y'all take this shit seriously.
Mm-hmm.
You know. What were y'all expectations coming into the movie? Like just seeing the preview and being like, all right, I'm gonna go check it out.
Seeing the trailers, because I think it was a couple different ones, and it was always like, what's the drama?
Yeah, because we watched the trailer here.
Yeah, and they alluded to the fact that it was something big, something crazy. Never in a million years would I have guessed the movie would have taken us where it did. So my expectations were we were about to be taken for a ride, but not the one we were taken for. So it exceeded what I expected.
Ditto.
Yeah, I was thinking it was just going to be like some regular relationship bullshit.
Right.
But that, like Lloyd just said, it took us in a completely different direction. Wasn't expected, but I was there for it.
Yeah, same. Okay. Do you think this could become an awards season sleeper?
It needs to.
hit? I agree.
It needs to.
I was like, I don't know if people are talking about it. You know, it's so much politics that go into this shit.
Right.
You know, so it's like, are they gonna be campaigned? Are they gonna dish out money and have the for your considerations and all this stuff? But watching it, I'm like, I'm skeptical that any movie is gonna come out the rest of the year and top some of these performances or top, you know, just the feeling that I had watching this movie.
Like to have the guts to be like, this is a story I'm gonna write.
Yeah.
And this is her secret.
Yeah.
Cause like Lloyd was saying, and you know, we don't nobody talks about that. And like you said, how many people have got to that point and then they didn't do it? It's one thing that we'll never know, or we don't even think about.
What do you always say? You never know what someone's carrying. You
Never know.
Shit, we don't even know right here. Well, they might do, but we don't even know right here.
So yeah, it was yeah.
So we're in the midst of blockbuster season. Can a great screenplay, I think it's safe to say we all feel like the screenplay was top notch.
100%.
Can a great screenplay still stand out in today's blockbuster heavy landscape?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a whole lot of like out of the park blockbusters where the entire world is talking about it coming out like they used to, where everybody was amped up to see that one movie of the summer, those two movies of the summer. Mm-hmm. So to me, yes, this definitely could stand up against anything that has released before it and since it's released. I think this is going to be able to stand right next to it as, pound for pound, a better, picture or performance based, however you want to break it down.
I agree with that from the story of it, the editing, the performances, and even the dialogue that it creates. Mm-hmm. I think it definitely
created instant dialogue.
Instant.
In my house.
Well, couldn't for me. Not enough motherfuckers around me, son. Right?
I think it puts it in the lane, kind of its own for like everything that it encompassed.
Yeah, I think as long as you get actors of Zendaya and Robert Pattinson's caliber and fame, that we will continue to see movies like this. I don't think we're gonna get a lot of these with unknown names. I don't think they're gonna take that risk. But I think you get a Zendaya to sign on, Robert Pattinson to sign on. She's getting ready to go on to do Spider-Man, and then they're both doing Dune Part 3. So they're doing blockbusters and all of that too. I think that's the key. That's the trade-off. Yeah, we'll still make these types of movies and release them, but we need the Zendayas, we need the Robert Pattinsons, we need the big names, So all right. 100%. That was if you haven't seen the drama, watch it. Highly recommended.
Highly recommended.
All right, next up we have They Will Kill You, directed and co-written by Kirill Sokolov with Alex Litvak. Names, okay? These names. Starring Zazie Beetz, Mahala, I think. You watch Industry, don't you? You still watch Industry?
No, I haven't.
It's the Industry chick.
Okay.
Yeah. Patterson Joseph, Tom Felton, Heather Graham, and Patricia Arquette.
Heather Graham. That's funny as fuck.
Heather Graham.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. I had to double take.
I was like, I know this person.
I said, what? Have y'all seen Boogie Nights?
I didn't watch it. Nah.
You didn't? Oh,
I didn't watch it.
Boogie Nights. But she plays Roller Girl, but she's always on. You know what it's about, though, right?
Yeah.
She's always on roller skates, so that's forever Heather Graham in my head, and I'm like, bitch, you supposed to be on roller skates getting fucked. What are you doing? They Will Kill You received mixed reviews and has grossed $19 million worldwide. I couldn't find
the budget
number.
They probably ain't want to share it.
The film.
Oh well, Wiki says 20.
20? Okay, so all right. That's what I would trust. The film follows an ex-con who answers an ad to be a housekeeper at a mysterious New York high-rise that has seen several disappearances over the years. Gentlemen, They Will Kill You. My initial thought was Quentin Tarantino meets The Strangers. That's what I felt like.
I definitely felt like I was just watching a modern day Kill Bill. Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was like, okay, it's one of them old school like grindhouse, just here for the guts and
And
gore.
gore.
Yep. Yeah, so what were y'all initial expectations going in?
So I think if I recall the trailer correctly, I knew it was gonna be like you said, a grindhouse style, guts and gore, type of film. I wasn't expecting the immediate resurrections of these fucking individuals and the immortality, and what that whole storyline was like. It was weird for me. It was different. Definitely not my lane. If y'all been listening long enough, y'all know that is. I love Zazie Beetz though.
Yeah.
I
Love
fucking
Zazie.
love
Love
Zazie. But I was so that alone was like I'm gonna go check it out, and especially that she's number one on the call sheet. Like I'm finna definitely go support this. But I thought it was gonna be more like a Kill Bill type of film. I mean, in a sense, it was, but with another layer, and that's just not for me. I did appreciate the film. I thought it was for what it is, and at least my perspective and my appreciation for that lane. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it, to say that at least, but it's not something that I got to sit down and be like, oh, let me throw this back on and watch it. But if it's on, maybe I won't rush to change it. But overall, I mean, it was entertaining though.
It was
It was entertaining. I will give
them.
them that. It was entertaining. Zazie was getting down. She was killing motherfuckers left and right. And then even just the complex storyline with her and her sister, and because when she got to the point where she finally met up with her sister, and her sister was like, "I don't need you." I was like, damn, you don't even know what the fuck she been through to get here?
Right.
Yeah.
And then she like, I really don't give a shit. I don't need you. And then they start yelling, fuck you to each other. And then when Zazie knocked her out, I said, all right, this shit
Yeah.
a little, all right, I got it.
My thoughts, I was like, this is entertaining bullshit.
What Denzel say in the diner?
Like, that's how I felt. Like, this is entertaining bullshit. It's bullshit, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
different.
bullshit, but it is entertaining.
I cannot disagree with y'all. I thought, oh, we're getting like a black Tarantino. That was the vibes that the Black Kill Bill. That was the vibes I got from the trailer. And like you mentioned, Lloyd, once we got to more of the, I guess you could call it like supernatural, like twist. The first one, I was like, oh, okay. When they like came back, I was like, okay, I can rock with it. The last one with the god or the whatever
pig in there, bro. Yeah, I'm like,
Nah,
that's when
fuck-
I was like, what?
fuck
And then
you
that.
finna talk about that goddamn eyeball,
Bro.
ain't you? I knew it. That eyeball following her through the goddamn.
That motherfucker just flipping back and forth, going up the ductwork. I'm like, no, nigga.
Yeah, I was in the movies like.
and the part where Patricia Arquette's character puts on or becomes one with the pig.
Yeah, she asked for help.
Yeah, and they start. I was like, whoa,
But even like
whoa.
to me, like them being immortal, it's like okay. But like for Lloyd to say for it to happen so soon, it would have been, to me, it would have been better if it was just like everybody in this high rise. She just got to fight a million niggas to try and save
some
her
Kill
sister.
Bill shit.
Yeah.
But the fact, like, once you take this shotgun, you blow this bitch head off, and I'm like, no.
Still moving.
I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, that was a little wild. Now, what I do respect the fact that and I do appreciate the fact that we get a story like this, about, centered around a strong black female
Yes.
lead,
Mhm.
because I don't know any other movie like this with us in it. at
Right,
least.
because and my thing is like this might not be one for us per se, but all them kids that used to run through the hallway with the joints and the book bag on and the Naruto and all that, they probably love that shit. So it's made for them. And that's no disrespect. I'm just saying there's an audience that look like us that
That ain't
appreciate
us.
that.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I'm
ain't us.
saying?
Yeah.
No, 100%. One
That's
thing
all.
I did appreciate was towards the end how like her sister, you know, she sacrificed herself
Yeah.
for her to be able to fuck them up. But then the way she played it back,
Yeah,
and
that
brought
was
her
a
thought
good
that was
twist.
clever.
I thought that was
dope.
tight.
Yeah,
That
because
dope.
I was wondering, I'm like, how the hell when the pig head started burning, I was like, bitch, ain't your name on there?
No, she had been cut it off.
Yep, she had cut it off.
She cut it off and grabbed it, put it in her pocket. So they were trying to get the
See,
name.
I missed that.
But then when the pig was like, you know, a life for a life, and she's like, I do you one better. And she threw that motherfucker down the shaft or whatever she did. I think that's what she did. And then all of the motherfuckers started like waking back up and then dying again and shit.
See, I missed the part with her taking, because the whole time I'm
Yeah.
like, the pig head was on a tray or something, and it was on fire, flying down the hallway or some shit like
Yeah.
that, and I'm like, everybody dying, shouldn't you be dying? Your name on that list too? What is going on? And then at the end, I saw she had changed it to her sister,
Yeah.
cut it off, changed it to her sister's name.
Yep.
I was like, oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So when I was looking this movie up, they kept calling it a horror film,
Not at all.
It's more so a comedy to me.
and I'm like, I was trying to figure out why you might classify it as a horror film. I mean, there is that like stalker prey type
Mm-hmm.
aspect to it, but
But they were idiots, so it wasn't scary.
it wasn't scary. It was more like a action comedy.
Because when she punched that little kid, dog, I was crying.
That shit was
He
hilarious.
stabbed her in the back. He said, "You little fucker!" Punched her dead and shit.
And
But
see,
I
that
will
shit
say
was
they
hilarious.
the actors all committed to
Oh, they
whatever,
did.
so they were all in it together, because I never felt pulled out of the world. I always felt like, okay, yep, this is
and then she was flying through the air like Jordan. I'm like, dog, what am I watching?
no, it was
It was
It was
different.
different.
It was
It was
different.
different.
it was different.
It was
It
different.
was definitely
dog.
different.
Speaking of different, and I mean, stop me if I'm moving too fast, but I mean, speaking of different, the last movie we need to discuss is I Love Boosters.
Please.
Yeah.
Written and directed by Boots Riley, starring Keke Palmer, Naomi Aki, Taylor Page, Poppy Lou, Iza Gonzalez, Lakeith Stanfield, Will Poulter, Don Cheadle, and Demi Moore. I Love Boosters received positive reviews.
You just not realizing who Don
I'm like,
Cheadle is?
No, I know who Don Cheadle
Oh,
was.
I
I'm
was
talking about
gonna
Demi Moore.
say.
I'm like, I know who the fuck this is. I knew it was Don Cheadle right
okay.
away.
Yeah.
I did too immediately.
I'm like, I know that my nigga Don.
Bro.
He was funny as a motherfucker though.
Oh my God.
and has grossed $9.7 million against a $20 million budget. I don't believe this was had an international release. I think this was just a domestic release. The film follows the adventures of a group of fashionable shoplifters navigating crime, friendship, and ambition. Gentlemen, I Love Boosters.
Trash. I'm sorry, bro. I was gonna try and come at it. That movie was terrible, bro. That Boots Riley, stop.
Feel the same?
It's
Bro,
funny because
stop.
I definitely was like, this is ass. I felt like there's a different way to talk about consumerism and capitalism without like, because once they took off the
100%.
fucking suits,
skin
and I'm like,
suits and
I'm like,
shit.
now this is. I was
The-
like, this
the-
went from
the-
goofy to fucking stupid.
The what was the little
Lakeith?
the machine?
Oh,
Oh, the little teleporter.
yeah, them little. Come
They
on,
just
man.
grabbing all the clothes like, doo, 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 doo.
did y'all see his first film? Boots
Yeah.
Riley first
Yeah.
film. What was it? What was
Sorry
it?
Sorry
to
to
bother
bother
you.
you.
Yeah. So I
That
knew
was nowhere near.
that was not as bad.
It's
Sorry to bother you
different.
was not as
It was-
out there as this.
It
one.
was different.
It was different,
But
I-
it was-
from what I remember, it was fairly normal until the last, I don't know, 5-10 minutes until the horse reveal or whatever that was. This one was like, what
the fuck.
the fuck?
Like, I mean, first of all, they're living in
a fried chicken
They're living
restaurant.
in a shutdown
Was it a
fried
chicken?
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a chicken joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did they have to live there?
They squatting in the chicken joint.
Why? And then it's like,
Bro,
even
just
when
everything about the movie
Yeah.
pissed me off. Why was Shorty's building fucking slanted? Like
I was trying to look that up. I was like, what is
What
that?
was
What are we
that
saying
about?
about?
it's goofy.
What are we? What is the
But then
commentary
even
on
when
that?
Kiki walked out and she just in that big ass pink shit with
Oh
all
my
them
God,
clothes, like,
dog.
so nobody knows you stealing. I don't give a fuck about a nigga falling out, none of that shit. You walking around looking like the fucking Marshmallow Man.
right, the Michelin Man.
Yeah, there you go. It's like what the fuck is this?
Bro, I was
or
upset.
old girl holding her breath to appear
To
more
appear light skinned. To appear closer to
And then
white.
that Robin Thede, I was like, wait.
Oh man, I was crying when she popped
What?
up. That did make me laugh.
I
I'm
like,
not gonna
I
lie.
like that moment.
What
That shit made me laugh.
Was it Taylor Page's
Taylor
character
Page, yep.
when they went into the one shop
Yeah,
and
yeah, she was holding her breath, yeah.
holding her breath?
Yeah.
That's Robin. The light skinned chick is Robin Thede. She
Oh,
did
okay,
a,
got you,
a
got you,
Black
got you.
Lady sketch.
Yeah,
show.
but Black Lady sketch show.
Yeah.
That I did like. I was like, ha ha ha. But how I talked about in the drama where my phone was.
Oh my God.
I
Bro,
was struggling to
I
stay. I was
wasn't.
like, you know
I
what?
picked that motherfucker up a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie.
I could not. First of all, I was like, I think I get what we're talking about. You know, like you mentioned,
Right.
consumerism, capitalism, but why?
But why
Why
that
this way?
avenue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was so many different ways to
Like
explore
your
that
entire
story.
message gets lost.
I'm up here trying to. I'm like, this was one of the movies where I feel like you watch it, or at least me, I watch it, and I'm like, am I just not smart enough to understand what the fuck is going on? Because now because it's so out there, everything that you're doing, I feel like I need to pause it and look
It's
it
a
up and be
distraction
like,
from the message.
What is this? What is this saying? Like Lakeith's character.
That blew
So
me.
I knew something was up with his character because
The way
he
it
was
kept-
on. No, because
Oh.
I saw an interview.
Got you.
And he was on the View, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we don't want to spoil, the moment, but your character has a moment." And he was like, talking around it, and I'm like, "What? What's happening?" So I liked how they shot his character, the close-ups and all that. Like it was like he was hypnotizing these
Right, 'cause
bitches
it
or
was-
some
yeah.
shit like that. And I was like, okay,
Little
that's
fucking
dope.
Hector Camacho curl and shit.
And the whole scene, that whole pivotal scene where they, doing the thing, and I'm like, all right. And then, but the dick was trash or whatever. And then and I'm like, okay, it kind of went on a little long. And then she started elevating. And I was like, so I'm thinking like, so he made up for it by doing
Right.
this.
Right.
And then we pan out, and I'm like, this motherfucker,
And he one of them niggas
a
from Men in
demon
Black.
dragon,
Yeah.
right?
Bro, that's what I was like. What the fuck
Because
am I
there's
watching?
no point in the story where like he's this
How
demon.
did that help the
it
story?
didn't do anything for it.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, okay, so I knew we were talking about capitalism, being of lower class or whatever. What does having your soul ate through your pussy
have to do with
got to
anything?
do with any of this?
Yeah.
It's almost like that's his genre is shock and awe.
Yeah.
Cause he went there a little bit in Sorry to Bother You. Like you said, it was different. It was way different than the films that we typically watch and what we see. But this one, he said, okay, I didn't get enough of that conversation behind the shock and awe. Cause I did not understand the need for that.
It didn't do shit
At
for the
all.
story.
No.
That and then when they took them damn suits off, bro, I was like, I was finna turn the shit
I
off.
was fucking
I got
mad.
through the Lakeith shit, and man, when they did that,
You saw this in theaters, right or no?
no,
Okay.
I saw this at the crib. I knew not to go see this in theaters.
Well, yeah.
I knew not to go see this.
Yeah,
in
no.
theaters.
Once once it was like just them little skeletal niggas running around and they shooting and shit, I'm like, dog, what the fuck am I watching?
Bro, it was just
Didn't know
terrible.
who was
Oh,
who.
and then when they drove through the goddamn mall, I don't know why
Up the
that pissed me
escalator?
off so bad. Up the escalator. Man, they drove that van
The
in the
Scooby-Doo
goddamn...
van, they drove that bitch up the
In-
escalator.
Oh, yeah.
But
It-
then,
who you just said Scooby Doo?
Yeah.
That's that. Yes, yep.
But-
Because there are a lot of Scooby Doo esque
Yeah.
moments and
They
like
running
shots.
down the damn street, shooting and shit from
Shorty
Yeah.
was so fixated on these bitch, you're not finna sell no
$100,000
skin
suits.
suit. Talk about this money. Who's going to buy this?
It blew my mind,
I was
dog.
blown.
I
don't know.
said,
I thought the idea is timely. You know the rich getting richer, the wealth gaps, the this need that society has to have, you know, whatever labels, designer labels
Yeah.
that we see the rich and powerful wearing, like to feel important, like all of that. I get it, but
It could have been done so.
that's my thing.
Much
And to me,
different.
that's... So I went to go look at Boots' filmography to see, like, yo, I got to watch something else.
it's only
That's
these two
it.
films.
That's all that nigga gave
And then
us.
didn't he do the show with my man who played like the giant, my man from what's his name? I can't think of it.
I
have
fell,
no
I fell
idea.
asleep on Sorry to Bother You.
All I know, what? See, Sorry to Bother You was actually, it was a better storyline,
I mean,
and
it
it
was-
was a
it was
better
late, nigga was
trajectory, the
tired.
whole thing. This shit was off the
Because
rails.
like with some of the stuff in there, I get it. It's like you have boosters are a real thing, right? And then you have the fashion, you know,
you
people
talking
that
about the
make
show
this
I'm
shit.
a Virgo?
And you have these people that are making no money, making all the shit that we just fucking like will kill for over here, whether it be designer clothes, jewelry, whatever. They losing limbs, lungs, everything, and they're dying behind it. It's like you can talk about all of that,
But that's my
without doing
thing.
all of that other goofy
If you're
shit.
gonna tell a story to highlight that, do one with something that doesn't have such a fucking gravitational pull away from the message.
Yeah.
We watched this nigga turn into a fucking scorpion or whatever the fuck he became.
Yeah.
We see these niggas peel off suits and they running around looking like anatomy posters and shit. Like, bro, like
Because even
y'all
with,
just a bunch of muscle running
yeah.
around.
Yep.
what was his name in there? Don Cheadle's character.
Man, and see, and that's
Dr.
why
Jack.
that nigga wasn't in my top 10. Shit like that.
But it's like with him doing the Ponzi
I love you, Don
scheme.
Cheadle, straight
The
up.
Ponzi scheme was fucking funny because like niggas get got with that shit every day, and Shorty was trying to sell it the whole movie.
She was.
Like it could have been. You could have had so many of those elements that were in there, but take out the dumb shit like Buddy turning into that bullshit.
You got Don Cheadle way up here.
Mm-hmm.
You got Boots Riley. Don should have been like, okay, I'm with all that, but what the fuck is this part? Like, what is this part?
That's why I was like, maybe I'm just not.
But see,
And maybe I'm just not artistic
Red
enough.
enough because
and there's some shit that was said in the end where it's like we play different characters, and you know, it's all of these different conspiracy theories out there with all of this shit and different people. Like that's not that person. This is actually somebody else, and they
Clones
touch
and
on
all
shit,
that.
but
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
doing too much.
but for this movie, it's like no, nigga.
But I don't know, man. It's like you said, there was a message in there: consumerism, capitalism. But all I remember is the goofy shit.
Yep.
Right? I remember like y'all teleporting clothes across to another continent.
It's the goofy
To
shit.
get them their
It's
shit back.
it's the color palettes for me.
Yeah, that was
Extreme
crazy.
color palettes. I'm not complaining, but I'm like
It was just-
it was distracting a
It was
little
just
because I'm
jarring.
like, does
It was
this
just
does this mean
green.
something?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I feel like the colors are you trying to tell me something with the colors that you're putting these people in, or
What did she call
The
them when she
room.
seen them boosting her shit? What she call them like
Urban bitches
low
or something.
class like urban bitches
Yeah.
or some shit?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I expected, to me, I thought the setup would have been like I Love Boosters, how they go out here and they take from, they're like
Like
almost
Robin
like a
Hood.
Robin,
Robin
Hood, right?
Hood.
They take from the wealthy, the rich, these corporations, and then they bring them
I'm
back
getting it to my people.
and give it to my people and make sure we can look how we want to, so we can feel,
especially
which
the
is
way
based on capitalism and shit
Right.
like that. But boy, I don't know.
especially with the
Boots,
way it opened up. Like with her, you know, she in the club,
First of
she
all, the
dancing.
nigga named Boots. What the fuck was we expecting?
I don't know. I
See-
don't know, but I was struggling.
Bro,
I was
yeah.
like,
And I hate talking bad about people's art like this,
Yeah.
but I'm sorry.
it wasn't.
This was
it
not
wasn't
for me.
And I
So
kind of.
I'm gonna retract my statement. I'm not gonna say it was trash. I'm not gonna say none of that. I mean, I said it already, but I take it back. It's not for me.
Yeah. And I kind of figured that because I was already on the edge with Sorry to Bother You. But
Yeah.
this is way past.
Way
Sorry to Bother You.
past.
And even I'm a Virgo. Like I watched that and I was like, okay, this is different. It's cool. But yeah, this goes way beyond that. Will this do you
No.
think this will become a cult
No.
classic?
No.
I think this will be forgotten about.
I don't
was-
know if it will be forgotten about.
It won't be talked
It
about.
won't be.
I don't think it will be revered though.
I think
I
definitely-
don't know.
no,
People get
nope.
weird. They do.
I
Weird
don't
shit.
think so, bro. I just don't. I mean, other than the fact that Keke Palmer and Taylor Page is in it.
Mhm.
Other than that, what is there to talk about?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if like 10, 15 years from now, the new generation are just like, this movie came out and people were hating on it. It's a classic. Blah 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 blah. All of this stuff. But it's funny because I watched like people recording their reactions coming out of the theaters, like whole families.
I gotta look at those.
whole families being like, "What
The fuck was
fuck?
that?
There was one where the guy whose page it was or who posted it, gay dude, and he had his parents and his brother go, and he was already irritating them, like being extra on the way into the theater,
Uh-huh.
and then they came out that mug. And it was like, we never letting you pick the movie again. That was
Dog.
some bullshit.
Straight
and I
up.
don't remember if he even liked the movie, but I just remember that they hated the movie. I saw a lot of black people going in, coming out being like, nah.
It just was not. And that's the thing. Like, know your audience, know your crowd. That should have been a direct streaming film. That should have been I mean, granted, you have a name like Keke Palmer in it, Taylor Page,
Keith.
Lakeith. You want to put that in a, you want to get at a theatrical run, but man, that did not do black filmmakers, in my opinion, any service. I'm gonna just say it. I don't think that did us any justice. I mean, we always fighting for space in these budgets and shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And when you see that, like, bro, I wouldn't put no money behind that shit either.
When I was watching it, I was like, I wouldn't mind seeing Boots Riley do like animation.
I wouldn't
That'd be
mind.
more so his lane. If
I
you,
wouldn't mind seeing Boots Riley retire.
All right.
oh
All right.
damn.
So we'll move on to our Q&A section. So I have, I think, like 3 or 4 questions that I just want to ask you guys. So you're casting the lead role of your next film. Is it Zendaya, Zazie Beetz, or Keke Palmer? And why?
It depends on the type of film being made.
100%.
It depends on the type of film being made and what we're shooting for. If we trying to make a sweep of awards, give me Zendaya.
Okay.
I agree with that.
If we're trying to just make something for black people and something that
culture.
a cult classic, something like that, give me Keke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm trying to make something fresh, new, and bring another face to that same world, give me Zazie.
Okay.
I can't argue that at all.
I ain't mad at that. All right. Not the answer I was looking for, but I ain't mad at it. Which film gets your vote for Best Picture? The Drama, They Will Kill You, or I Love Lucy?
The drama.
The drama.
Yeah, that was kind of.
That was without question.
Yeah. Whose career do you think will be the most revered in 40 years? Zendaya, Zazie Beetz, or Keke Palmer? And why?
As it stands right now, it's definitely gonna be Zendaya. I just think just the role she takes, like I said earlier, she don't take nothing as easy. It's always a challenging role, and she steps into it 100%. And there's been nothing that I've seen that's been a letdown.
Yeah.
Not even anything I've watched her in where I was like, that was, you know what I mean? Like some of the roles you pick can actually hurt, your path forward. I think it's definitely gonna be Zendaya.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. And to bring up something you said, I believe it's because of the art behind the artist that is in the star. What she does and brings to the movies that she's been in, even like the shows, seen a few things here and there. She takes it there, and I think she can only keep going up with what she's doing.
I would agree with you guys. I think she just has the perfect balance of blockbuster, get butts and seats type films, and starting, conversation starter type films. I will say I think Zazie Beetz, she takes on very interesting material as well. It's just not as, I don't want to say big, but as broad appealing as Zendaya. But I think she does take very interesting projects. And then with Kiki, I think Kiki, with her, it's one of those things where she's so good at a lot of shit. Like, she could end up being a host of a TV show for 20 years and be known for that.
Yeah.
She could do TV, and
100%.
run that. So she's kind of all over the map. I think she'll be more of a jack of all trades type of when we look back on her career. But
100%.
if we're talking like movies and we're going to give the Lifetime Oscar to, I'm going with Zendaya.
Zendaya, for sure.
All right, last question. I think I know the answer to this one too. Which filmmaker are you most excited to see his next project? Is it Christopher Borgli, who did the drama, Kirill Sokolov, who did They Will Kill You, or Boots?
Borgli.
Yeah, dude that made the drama. 100%.
That was a new, fresh,
100%.
piece. That was,
Yeah.
it was something that was needed
Yeah.
in today's
No,
film
it
space.
definitely has me being like, okay, well, let's see when you come out next. I might be in the theater. We still got to look at the trailer and who's in it, but
right.
I'm more inclined to see it in the theater now.
100%.
All right.
So actually, I want to pose a question to the audience. So based on what we were just talking about, Zendaya, Kiki, Zazie, we already said we believe Zendaya is going to be the one to trailblaze her path just based on what we've seen. What type of roles do you think Kiki and or Zazie should start doing or taking that can kind of propel them on that same trajectory to be heralded as one of those A1 actresses in the field?
I kind of got an answer. Can I?
Yeah, you could.
So I would really be curious to see what a partnership between Keke Palmer and Jordan Peele would produce, because I know a lot of people didn't fuck with Nope. I like the movie. I love her performance in it. So yeah, I would just be interested in what, he does that with Daniel Kaluuya, and we got Coog and Michael B. So I'm wondering what kind of if he also did that with Kiki, what that would produce.
Got you. Okay, I'm not mad at that.
That would be my thing.
I'm not mad at that.
All right, so this isn't about representation, it is about range. These films, along with other films like You, Me, and Tuscany, Is God Is, Mother Mary, show Black actresses leading stories across multiple genres, proving that great performances aren't confined to one type of role. Is Hollywood finally broadening the range of stories Black actresses get to tell? Drop a comment and let us know your thoughts. Thanks for joining the Lock Picture Podcast. Until next time, remember, movies are when dreams and magic meet reality. Peace. What's good? This is Marcus from the Lock Picture Podcast. Join us next week when we react to the 2026 Emmy nominations. Come find out if your favorite shows, favorite actors, favorite performances are up for the gold this fall. See you there. Peace.